Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another week of the ATBA recap. This is currently week 6. I'm flying. I'm here with Bud,
Yo.
and we can go ahead and get into it. We had some good matches this week. Anybody want to start with in particular?
Now I'm down for whichever one.
First battle I want to talk about first battle I watched, I guess, is Shu and Wrenn.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it was a really good battle. Yeah, it was a good battle.
Yeah.
Um, Wrenn,
I didn't have
both of
like any
these.
like. I was gonna say I didn't have anything that like any. I don't know, like specific Pokemon that like super shined or anything like that. Because like
No,
normally Shu has like a Pokemon that just like stands out way far
yeah,
ahead. Like I don't think it was really like that. Like Meowscarada and Great Tusk picked up most of the KOs, but like
I feel
I
like
don't
it
know, like
was.
Goldango was more like the overall threat. I don't know. It was
It
weird.
was it was like it was like a well-rounded match across the board. You know, not one Pokemon carried either team. Um,
Yeah.
which is cool to see. Because I know a lot of the times it's like I just need to find an opening for this Pokemon. This Pokemon sets up and sweeps, you know. But like just the amount of cooking that was happening on both sides is great. Rin with the turn one knockoff into the flame body burn, and then immediately had the Lumberry was dope. Unfortunately, he immediately got burned again. That 30% chance hit him twice, which kind of sucked. Turn one. Um,
Yeah. That was like he kind of knew it. Like he was okay with the first one because that got rid of the lumberries, so he could have the acrobatics. And he kind of felt he was like, should I risk it? I don't know. Like I feel like I probably wouldn't have risked it there. Like once he already got the flame body burn once, like all right.
you'd have been worried.
Turn one, like I
Yeah.
might as well like I would have just been like, let me just not get let me swap into whatever, like the other thing, So I don't know. I would have just chilled. Like if the U-turn damage
Wasn't worth.
wasn't worth getting the
Yeah.
burn there. When
I
you're
saw the psychic noise into the Moltres was solid. It was a really good call on Rin's part.
yeah.
Um, Shu calling out the U-turn into the G Weezing and hitting it with a flash cannon was a good play. Like both of them were just kind of like back and forth. And then he brought like the stealth rocks on Hydreigon to like, or he not necessarily just for that one reason, but like he called the thunderclap and dropped stealth rocks for pretty much free.
Yeah.
Um, just it was just a good match, you know, back and forth between both of these, despite the numbers not necessarily showing a close match. It was a 3-0 in favor of Shu, but I mean, it was fun. It was fun to watch. Good to watch. Shu is currently 6-0. He's undefeated. That man needs to be stopped. You have week 7 and week 8. Who is this? It's Aster and who's the last one? Week 8.
Week 8 is
Lupin. Y'all two. Hey, y'all need to lock in. Either Aster or Lupin. One of y'all got to lock in this man's run. Gotta. No straight wins. None of that. Somebody hacks him right now.
Yep, hacks him out. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Triple and Aster. I wish I could remember the name of the teams off the top of my head. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank.
Triples Fryslan,
The Furrets and the virtual battles.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what I didn't write team names down, and now it's just like they have teams. I don't know their names, but they have them. That was a good match as well. I think it was really funny that Triple brought up the fact that they didn't think the Dunsparce was coming because of Annihilate, and then the Dunsparce was just on the field for so long,
so much of the match.
So
much match, yeah. And then on Aster's side, they're just continuously like, oh, well, Arboliva like has to has to Terra here, right? And it's gonna be like Terra goes. Like it was just like incorrect 50-50s on Arbaliva nonstop.
Oh
And
man,
then all it led to was in a way, Sandy Shocks being the MVP because those spike
those
slayers
spikes
just
started to add up. Yeah,
ate up, and couldn't get a good turn into Avalug to spin away. But the Avalug play, oh, what was it? It was
I was gonna say the Avalug play with the whole Avalug interaction was amazing to watch. The +1 B dance. It was a +1 B
the
dance,
Roaring Moon,
Roaring Moon, who clicked taunt on the Dunsparce, so they swapped out, went for a jaw lock on a
Eric Ghost Avalug.
it was so good. Went for the jaw lock on the Avalug, did like what 50%? Or just about something close. Then he Terra Ghost in front of the Dark type +1 Roaring Moon, who's basically at like what base 200 at that point. And then, oh my god! And then he went for the what did he go for? I can't remember what movie he went for. Ironhead. He went for Ironhead to hit super effective Ice Rock Avalug. The Terra made it so it didn't do a bunch of damage. Unfortunately, he got flinched. And then he turned around and went for a jaw lock on the Avalug, on the Ghost Terra Avalug. And he had the Culber Berry. Bro, what are y'all? Y'all gotta calm down. Y'all gotta calm down. Y'all cooking a little too much. I don't know. I gotta calm down. I can't keep up. It's a lot. And then he picked up the kill on the Roaring Moon with a body press. Like it was. Y'all
was good.
Y'all cooking. There was an unfortunate crit against the Dunsparce, which I don't know how much it would have mattered. But the fact that it was a psychic noise and it was a crit, so like not only was it big damage, but he couldn't
heal out of it.
Yeah, so I know that like that had to like suck to deal with, but like I mean, it was a good match at the end of the day. Both of y'all are going crazy. GG's. I believe it was what was that?
That one
2-0?
Yeah, 2-0 for triple. To put triple at 4-2. They both actually tied at 4-2, but Asterisk ahead by the
kills
win difference.
Kill counts, yeah.
Gotcha. 7-5. So
not bad. Yeah. Next we have Zev and Lupin, and it unfortunately finally happened. Zev ended up with a win, unfortunately.
2 full seasons of no wins.
Zev, we were hoping that you'd go 0 and what is that? 28, something like that. Something crazy.
Because what was it like last season? How many matches did we do?
I think we did 12 matches last season. So 0 and 20.
20? Yeah, that'd have been great.
It would have been great. Not to like, you know, that's just a feat at the end of the day, you know. I'm not trying to like, it's just a feat. It takes talent. It takes talent.
Takes talent to be
so
bad.
I was kind of hoping like incredible to do. But yeah, Zev got the win. It was a solid match. Lupin had a chance to keep it going. Unfortunately, you know, there wasn't some of the best plays, like letting his Milo go down to a freeze dry from Kiram. That was just unfortunate, and I don't think it was too much. Yeah, I don't think it was too much for he could do at that point.
Of Lupin being like not that experienced with, you know, these kind of battles, and Zev being someone who doesn't play in a traditional mindset of like how to.
It's two wild cards.
Yeah. So it's just like what you don't really know what you about to get out of. Kind of either of them.
Zev could have pulled who knows what move out when he did it, you know, or Lupin could have swapped out. Lupin could have calced it to where he lives a freeze dry, or you never know with these two, which is also like the fun part of the game. You never know what's going to happen with them. You know, you think you might see one set, and then for whatever reason they're running a status move on that Pokemon, and you're like, well, when did, why, how? Okay, cool. Well, now I'm status, you know. Unfortunately, it happened again with his Dragapult. I actually talked to Lupin because, well, we're brothers. And he said that when Treads hit the field, he didn't prep for Treads, and he just didn't know like what he could have done off the top of his head to like handle it. Because once again, Treads is kind of scary. You can only play Treads so wrong. Just like Great Tusk, you can only play him so wrong. At the end of the day, he hits hard. You can resist. It's still gonna do 40% to you, 50% to you. They hit hard. But that being said, good.
I would say it's just a tough spot to be in. Like when you're not prepared for something and you don't have the backlog of knowledge to be like, okay, well, I still kind of know this does this. I wasn't prepared for this to come, but I still kind of know what it's going to do here and stuff like that. And Lupin just doesn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So if he wasn't prepared for it to come and he doesn't really know exactly what it wants to do and how it's going to do it, and it just makes it really tough to try to figure all that out in the moment. But experience will change that for him.
Yeah, for sure. We even started labbing on Showdown. I mean, he's starting to learn when he needs to swap and when he can stay in or find pressure, etc. Even though Lupin did lose some of his core units, he didn't go down without a fight. He ended up, I lost my spot.
Lupin? The match results.
He brought Cinder out and started picking up kills with Cinder. Unfortunately, the Para hacks was eating him alive. If he didn't get parried a lot there, he probably would have had a better standing. He might have actually won because he got paired once against the Galvantula, which let the Galvantula get some decent damage off on him. I think it brought him down to like 40% at that point. Zev, why don't you run it Focus Sash? I was so confused on why there was not a Focus Sash on Galvantula sitting in front of a fire type. I thought that was the strat. I thought maybe he knew something I didn't know. Yeah, at the end of the day, it just went down to a Pyro Ball. So there's that. I
don't know what his plan was.
And then once again, he Terra Ice in front of the Cinder, and I like I said, I think if he didn't get Para, he would have had the HP to eat one hit because he was fighting type at that time to eat a hit at +1 on the slash and pick up a kill. I think that Para really just kind of ate his chances. Just a side note.
Even if he didn't get paired against Empoleon, the snow wouldn't even have been up.
You're right. He did get paired against the Empoleon.
On the snow skin,
yeah, and he would have OHKO'd the Empoleon with the low kick as well. It was just unfortunate. He got 3 pairs back to back, something like that. It was rough.
It was rough for him.
Side note, I hate a Belly Bolt. That thing is too tanky. It took a +2 EQ from Sand Splash. I don't know, and I could be wrong. I was gonna say I could be wrong because Zev doesn't. Zev's a wild card. Couts or couts. He could have been fully, fully invested in attack or not because he did run Swords Dance, and I see his logic. I don't need to run fully invested in attack if I click Swords Dance but you also didn't OHKO the Belly Bolt at +2, so it's just like, what are your options, I guess. But no, either way, the fact that it was a possibility and it happened is tanky boy. And like I said, Lupin almost came back with a win there. A little bit more practice. Lupin's gonna be rough for some of us.
Definitely not gonna be losing to people like Zev anymore.
Yeah, for sure. We have Rog and the Fargo Force versus the Jalisco Hawluchas. That's Rog and Rio.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna be real quick. You had to take care of most of this match. I saw one thing that mattered, and I lost all track of everything else. So track pitch got a kill, and that's all that matters to me.
Fair, fair enough. Fair enough. Look, this was just because one for these next for this battle we didn't have video for, so but like I mean it looks like Venusaur did its thing. Trapinch I think has gotten a kill every time it's come if
I think so.
correct.
I think so.
Like, it may have only come twice, but I think it's
Still.
God, it's not awful. Yeah, but still,
in a league, in a league like this where Mon's like Iron Valiant and Darkrai and Dragapult and Volcanion and etc. The list goes on. Trapinch picking up kills.
Yeah.
Just goes to show, man.
Yeah. Look, that is the show for me. Yeah, I feel that. But and then Venusaur is doing its thing, leading the team in KOs again. So it's just that's kind of what it looks like here. But yeah, it looks like Venusaur kind of just did its thing. I wonder what the Crocolore.
I was gonna say, funny enough, Rio said Crocolore. Rio said Crocolore was their MVP. He has the most, or I should say, whoever said this, Rog said this is Rio's. I don't know if they actually talked to her, how this worked out, but it had the most turns on the field, which is crazy enough to say. It used Terra Water early in the match to make several to tank several hits from Screamtail, Zorg, and Excadrill. It got a burn on Screamtail to negate leftover healing, and it phases out Screamtail with Roar to prevent the oh so loved wish healing. Yeah. Crocolore also healed itself out with Slack all multiple times. It sounds like Crocolore did put in a lot of work this match. Survived the EQ from a +2/+1 Excadrill to not only hit it with a flamethrower, but also burn it and pick up a knockout, preventing the Excadrill sweep. Crocolore is revenged by Venu Power Whip. Crocolore put in some work. I mean, the fact that it shut down so much and ate so much, and the +2 EQ. I mean, I understand. I think it was Terra Water at that point, but it's still a +2 EQ from Excadrill, so
yeah. And I respect Rog for bringing physical Venusaur so much.
Yes, it's
like
so good.
The power whip, so like
yeah,
sounds like I've been liking that.
It has
seeds.
It has a very decent physical move pool with knockoff and like you said, power whip and
bullet seed, power whip.
I think it's EQ.
Well, it does get EQ.
Yeah, it's solid. It's solid mon.
Love Venu.
Rog said Excadrill is their MVP. A hardwall Clodsire. It made its way able to spin away Samurott spikes. Once Clodsire stealth rocks were. Oh, it continued. Every time some hazards hit the field, it hit the field and got the hazards off with rapid spin. It actually picked up a kill against Jolteon with a rapid spin. Got to set up Swords Dance against the Crocolore, making Excadrill +2/+1. Then did a decent amount of damage until the Crocolore came in with the burn. I wish I had footage of this match. This match sounds like it was so fun.
I just want to see the
it looks like it was so fun. Maybe I don't think there's a possible way to get it now at this point. But if we do, I'm gonna end up sitting in their Discord calls trying to watch matches.
Bring back
the save replay thing. I don't know why they ever took it away.
Oh, terrible games. Oh.
Right, so our next match is Rast versus Matt. The Powerballs versus the Arcanines. I also wish I had just glancing at first glance. Kind of wish I watched this one as well. The fact that there's a Garchomp killing a gouging fire, you know, the fact that Scrafty took out Brute Bonnet and Vaporeon, both very thick defensive mons. Want to see this Raikou in action.
Yeah.
One match I don't want to watch is Bastiodon versus Tinglu. I'm good on that. I would have deal with it. Brute Bonnet killed Tentacruel and Chomp. Oof. Yeah, I don't know how, but I there's nothing else more than I can say besides bring back replays, because I need these. I want to see these matches. Articuno only picked up one kill this game.
Yeah.
They have regular Articuno, correct? They're not glaring.
Regular.
Got you. Jeez, I'm gonna start hacking Nintendo. I didn't say that.
Just figure it out. Yeah. I'm surprised you're not interested in the Bastiodon Tinglu part of it, because
I just felt like they wouldn't die. I feel like they were up there forever. I feel like it was 46 turns of rest and body press. I feel like that's all it was.
Oh my god, the body press is probably like
the rest and body press. I feel like that's what the match was. The team will get recovered.
Does he? No, I don't think it. Does he get recovered?
I feel like that's something they give it.
I don't think
those. I mean, those are definitely two titans of anything on this match.
Big old heads, both of them
for sure.
Big head. Hey, big head. That's what they talking about there, right there.
For sure.
Bastion was basically a game one-off hazard stacks. And especially since he didn't have anything to break.
The stacks.
That's crazy. He doesn't have anything to break Bastiodon after gouging fire die. Like, that's how you that's what we love about this. And sometimes that's what hurts about this. Is like this lowly Pokemon Bastiodon that nobody cares about ever.
For 5 or I guess
trash.
4 generations was just awful. And now it's just like,
yeah.
Hey man, hey, if you change my type and we go crazy, I assume it was a Terra Bastiodon.
That's the only way. The only way it lives through, because they had to live through Tinglu, and you know what I'm saying, like
because EQ from Tinglu would hurt for sure.
And unless, because I think some of these matches, I think Brass didn't bring EQ on Tinglu on one of these matches too. Gotcha. I don't think it was this one, but like one of the other matches, I don't think they had any
stab EQ, no stab round. Got you. Like just a fight.
Could have been one of those situations too, but
the plate versus the bull. Could have happened.
I ain't seen nobody put in work with Scrafty in a while.
I was talking to Lupin about this, bro. Scrafty? I love Scrafty so much.
So that would have been great.
Next time, y'all just got to record the match on your phone, and you can just send it to one of us, and we'll watch it that way.
Yeah, even if you don't want to record like your voice and stuff, just record the screen capture. Screen capture it. Just record the screen capture, and then just send it to us. You ain't gotta have your talking or nothing. I'll take that. You don't gotta upload. Send us the raw footage. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I guess it is now down to the most important match of the season between the best two players of the league, the most loved, most honorable, the most amazing people in the league. Where would the league be without them?
Exactly. It's the true parts.
You and me.
So, me and you. Slither Wings versus Kingdras. It was a tough battle, bro. It was tough for me, bro. I just didn't have stuff for man.
Yeah, it was.
I do realize I made I don't know what I was thinking. I made a mistake when Okay, because first of all, I don't have a lot for like Iron Crown plus Indeedee. Like almost everything I have that's like centered for that, like kind of just gets clapped by them too. You know what I'm saying? So like, uh, and your Swampert was so tanky. Like that's kind of why I bought the set for Kilowattrel that I did, because I was like, let me just set these stockpiles up. I'll be able to sit in front of it.
I didn't
When we were
expect Swampert to be one of my favorite mons this season. I've used it more than pretty much the rest of my team. I think the only Pokemon that's been there more often is either Ampharos or Grimmsnarl, because I'm just so reliant on the pivots. But like Swampert has been tanking a lot. I mean, from
when I hit that thing with Air Slash, and maybe it's just perspective, because when we were in the battle, and I clicked it, it looked like I did 5%. Now, when I watched your angle of it, it looked like I did about 15%.
Yeah.
So when I was just looking at it, I'm like, because like when I saw it,
I think it's just side, because I'm like,
I'm not.
When you watch mine, you have the numbers. I think the numbers play a big part.
It's so different, man. But it was just like, on my side, I was like, I just need to swap. You know what I'm saying? Because like I could play for hacks and just keep air slashing and whittle you down, because like you don't have recovery.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm thinking like you got to be AV if you tanking these. Like like I know Kilowatt doesn't hit the hardest when it's not modest, because mine wasn't modest. I needed it to be timid to outspeed some stuff. But like, it just like.
So one of my favorite things about prepping, especially this season, is that when you prep for a certain mon with another mon and that mon doesn't show up, it feels like you have a free Pokemon. And that's what Swampert was for me this match. Swampert was solely here to try to tank and handle Arculodon, and it wasn't there. So I was just like, all right, cool. Yeah, man, throw it at whatever. Who cares? Just go ahead. Have fun. Play.
Okay. So for me, the funny thing is, Swampert ended up tanking the Pokemon that I kind of brought to. So I brought competitive Adrenaline or Kilowattrel, because I was thinking everything that I can take out Iron Crown and Indeedee with kind of get clapped or kind of get hit hard by or like I don't want to take knockoffs and phasing from Incineroar.
Yeah.
If you bring this, then like I can make a read, and then like those boosts that I'm gonna get from Incineroar, like if I get the competitive boost, Adrenaline Orb, and then I stockpile, like now now I'm +1 from the competitive, I'm +1 speed from the Adrenaline Orb, and then I stockpile and I'm +1 defense, special defense. Like I could kind of sit there a while.
Yeah,
and so do some damage. That like that was for that, and you didn't bring it, and then the thing that you brought that was for a certain thing that I didn't bring, and it's just taking out that thing. Anyway, it was just like, it was just all over the place.
Yeah.
But one of the mistakes I made was when my Enamorus died to your Ampharos, which was I felt the way, because it was like, all right, the first superpower. So this is why I hate this game. Rolls are the dumbest thing in the world. The dumbest things in the world. Because the first superpower on my screen looked like it did about 48%.
I'm not gonna hold you. That first superpower, I thought I was losing the game. I thought, oh, well, hey, I was hyped when I got the pair from Static, because I was hoping and praying that you would get full paired and I could pick up a kill, because otherwise you're at +2/+2 and I'm not stopping you.
Because I'm thinking like, yo, I hit you here. It looked like it did almost as close to half without bringing you into the yellow as physically possible. That's what that first superpower looked like it did. And then I click it again and you live. So that means either I got the maximum roll on the first one and the lowest roll on the second one as possible. Like, cause like, how does it look like I did less damage while +1?
Yeah, so it's like either you got like you said, either a really high roll or close to it, and then if not the lowest possible roll. in all of existence, because
Oh,
I promise, like I was just as I was I felt dumb after being a hype after living and killing you, because I could have sworn I was dying. So
when I watched your point of
I was
view, I
like,
was
yes,
like
static,
you got hit by the
let's
first
go.
one. You were like, yeah, you were happy about static, but you were like, dang, like, like
Still
hold on, this,
still
you know what I'm saying?
that felt
Like,
still a lot of damage. And then I
oh my.
lived, and I just was. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird.
So like, and that's what made me. That's what made me. It's just like, all right. I'm like at first I was mad I got the static, right? Because I'm like, dang, like the +1. Like when I saw the damage on the first one, I was mad I got static because I was like, another superpower kills from here for sure. So like now, because I got this burn, I mean this para, I'm not gonna be able to outspeed Iron Crown, which means it can come in, hit me
Yeah,
special, and just
yeah,
take
because of
me
two.
out.
Yeah,
And that's what I was like. So I was like, all right, well, at this point, like there's nothing I can do here. You know what I'm saying? Like I just gotta do this because otherwise, like if I didn't get burned, I mean if I didn't get parried and I can take out the Ampharos, the goal was I have mystical fire on me. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna outspeed your Iron Crown unless it's like scarfed or something. So then I'm gonna just hit it with mystical fire. So the tachyon color is -1. Cool. That's my thought. That's my thought process. But no.
yeah.
So
That
then I was
was
mad at first. But then when the second superpower didn't kill, I was like, nah, you know what? It was okay to that. Because if I would have been in a position where I'm like, oh, this I didn't get parried, I did damn near half with the first one, and then I get +1, and then I don't kill, and then I died to this thing. And I would have been even more mad if I didn't get that pair in the first turn. Because I was just like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, how are
yeah,
these the roles? There's just no way
yeah,
this numbers match. There's just no way.
yeah.
But like that was it. And then after that, I brought in Kilowattrel for
Mm-hmm.
no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could have easily just gone. To be honest, I should have just gone into Flygon.
Yeah,
Click EQ
yeah,
and been okay.
yeah,
But since I went into Kilowattrel, when I revenged it, that lets you bring in Cleavor,
yeah.
and then that
I'm proud
essentially
of
won
this
you the
Cleavor.
game.
I'm proud of this Cleavor set. I thought I was gonna do a little bit more with it. I thought I was gonna be able to like go, the whole way with it. But the fact that we did pick
I
up
thought you
kills, in general with it, I was hyped with, because like he's been another mom that I haven't been using to its full potential. Same with Grimmsnarl. I've let Grimmsnarl just kind of hit the field and die. That's kind of been Grimmsnarl's job. Even in this match, it hit the field and then it died. Like it's unfortunate.
it was kind of necessary because like you really didn't have anything else that could come in for
Yeah,
free on Sneak. Like because if you brought in Swampert, like it was going to take a decent amount of damage from the icicle spears, and then I
yeah,
was just going to knock you off the next turn. Like even if you killed me, I was clicking knock off if I saw Swampert.
yeah.
So
It's
like you kind
it's
of just had to let it die, and then it's like I felt like your Indeedee was scarfed, and I probably should have just swapped out myself. But I was just like I didn't really, I don't know, like I didn't really have. I could have gone into Volcanion, sure, but like I don't know. I should have just swapped myself too, but
yeah.
I just didn't want to take a bunch of damage just in case you're like, okay, he's gonna swap here, and we do this 50-50 where if you click expanding force, then like Volcanion is just taking a ton of damage for no reason too. So
True. Yeah. I don't know what it is. It might just be because Grimmsnarl was so prevalent in the early seasons of like Pokemon since it dropped. That it's kind of like, something that you already like. You don't have to think about when you take it out. Like, oh, that's a Raichu. Hit with an EQ and keep on moving with your life. Because I brought that up.
yeah,
I brought that up. I think last review, I was saying if I bring screens, they have Brick Break. If I bulk up, I get burned, and it's been like that every match. So, I feel like I haven't been using Grim to its full advantage, and I feel the same way about Cleavor. Like for the first couple of seasons, I was kind of nervous with it. It's a new mon and competitive battling for me anyway. So I was just like, just choice scarf, just put a scarf on it, and then we get a hit off. And slowly I've been like getting comfortable with using different items, different setups, different sets with it. So I'm just proud that it didn't like immediately die to anything on your team, and they got to play a little bit.
It broke the game open for sure. Like, yeah, indeed, he got to pick up to clean the game up at the end, but like,
I was not
it was just
expecting the damage on Flygon. Like,
see, okay, so that's what was kind of like, okay, I know it just in technically in general, like, and I built it, I put it like a lot of HP for my Volcanion, but it's just like this is a super effective hit, you know what I'm saying? So like that's why I didn't bring Volcanion out. But like had I known that Volcanion was gonna be able to take the stone axe, I would have
yeah,
just sacked him early. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have
yeah,
did that earlier. But I went into
the
like because
Flygon.
like okay, I didn't go into like at first. I think first I went into Hitmonchan. The Stone Axe did almost 50% to him, and it's
Yeah,
resisted. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
yeah, my Hitmonchan wasn't like fully defensive. You know what I'm saying? And it like, but like still, like
Nah,
it's still
still that's a
resisted and like
really good
got
damage.
the frailest Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? Like it just did a ton of damage. And then for Flygon too, like it did a ton of damage to him too. It was just like I don't know.
Yeah.
It was
Because you weren't the only one. I don't think I reacted to it because I think I was just content with how Cleavor played. But
yeah.
I was definitely kind of taken aback when I saw that I didn't end up killing Cleavor, or wait, killing Volcanion with Cleavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess it also might have just been because I was like, well, I know that at that range, Indeedee can definitely pick up the kills. Uh, you know, that's child's play at that point. And now that Weavile, nope, Sneasel was gone, that I was free to just click expanding force whenever I wanted to.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that was rough. Being able to just because like yeah, once that happened, I was just like, all right, it's over. I'm glad Sneasel got a kill though, because like
man, those
I had to
icicle
play
sharks
into it.
hurt, bro. It was hurting. It was
I
hurting.
played into it. I was like, okay, because I wasn't gonna bring it, but then I was like, bro, you got Grimmsnarl. This is literally the only dark type I have on my team. Like,
No,
I
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
like stop
It was
trading
a
for
must.
stuff. Like, just in case your T Wave. Like I was like, you're probably not gonna bring T Wave because I have Kilowattrel. You don't want to keep giving me health there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I was like,
that's why I ran
I gotta do
Power
something.
Gem. I had Power Gem and D-Gleam because I was just like, there's no way. Because
Okay,
at one point, you did swap out in front of me. I was like, there's no way I'm healing this stupid bird with its what was it? God, not cosmic power, stockpile. No, no, I'm not feeding into this. Stockpile. That's a set. Hey, I want you to
So I
know
was just
I'm
like,
bringing that set
and I kind of keep
to free for alls. I'm bringing that set to
I
free for
tried to
alls.
keep it like hidden. Like, I tried to play Kilowattrel as if it was Volt Absorb.
Yeah,
So I was like, he has
you
no other
did.
reason to not think it's Volt
You
Absorb
did. I
in
didn't.
the situation. Have an
I
Incineroar
didn't have
anyway.
Ensign. I didn't have anything to drop your attacks or your stats. So in my mind, I was like, oh, this is his counter to my
To
Ampharos.
Ampharos. And it definitely wasn't.
It wasn't. I don't even think there was anything that you could have done in particular to like
It would have been.
do
It would have
big
had to have
damage to
been
me.
like me literally sitting there with stockpile, getting up to like +6, and just roosting off
But
any damage you did to me
just the way you
with
threw it
from
out
the.
there, I was like, oh yeah, that's Voltazorb. Yeah, I ain't hitting that. Yeah, nah, I ain't hitting that. Nah, I ain't hitting that.
I tried to keep it hidden that way, but yeah, I was happy with my inner focus on Sneasel because I was like, all right, this is
Inner Focus
he
was
gotta
really good play.
like he's gotta
Inner
go
Focus was a really good play.
damage.
It was a
I was
really
happy
good play.
about that.
All right, let's get on to the MVPs. Or hold on, let's do standings. Sorry. League standings. In first place, of course, is Shu and the Tampa Bay Mutinis, who are currently 6-0. We have the Blackthorn Kingdras, me in second, who is 4-2. We have Aster and the Virtual Battlers, who are 4-2. We have Triple and the Furrets at 4-2. We have Fargo Force, Mr. Roggen Boggen at, guess what, 4-2. And We have the Arcanines, coached by Matt. And if you couldn't guess, if you're unsure what they could possibly have as their record, it's 4-2, and that's the standings for the league right now. MVP race, we have, that is the wrong number. We have Great Tusk at number 1 with 13 kills. We got Big Venu at number 2 with 10. We have Mousehold at 9, Sylveon at 9. A/ has 9 kills. Who would have thought? Garchomp at 8, Amphi at 8, Rhyperior at 7, Lapras at 7, and Annihilate at 7. Those are the top 10 kills, kill leaders, killers, kill boards, etc. And the schedule. Week 7.
Yeah, the schedule week 7 is Aster and the Virtual Battlers versus Shu and the Tampa Bay Mutini. Roggen and the Fargo Force versus Triple and the Fryslan Furrets. wRenn and the Kansas City Spirits versus Fly and the Blackthorn Kingdras. Rast and the Los Angeles Pyroball versus Rio and the Jalisco Hawluchas. Lupin and the Spikemuth Thieves and versus Matt and the Austrian Arcanines. And me and the Dallas Slither Wings versus Zev and the Alto Mare Slush Rush, which unfortunately is not a who gets their first win of the season match anymore.
Man, dang. So, you ruined it, Zev. You ruined it.
Now it's going to be, I know he ruined it. Now it's just going to have to be, do I have to retire from Pokemon altogether by losing to Zev? So tune in next time, because if I lose, I'm quitting.
He's officially a 10-10 player.
So done. Yeah, I'm done at that point. So.
Thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys next week. Let us know in the comments section down below who your favorites are, favorite players, favorite Pokemon, favorite teams, etc. Who you're rooting for, and why is it the Blackthorn Kingdras. We will see you next week. We're out. Bye.
Peace.